Yada Ravan Mustafa, y'all. I had to get out of bed for this one. I was scrolling down the social media jack on Facebook and I see a post where somebody talking about, how they men is too emotional, they too hard for men or something like that. And then the comments was just crazy, like a bunch of women on it just attacking the shit out of men. And y'all know how I feel about that. So let me break something down to you first and foremost. This is what y'all motherfucking brainwashed ass black women don't understand. Y'all are fucked up in your mind. Y'all are enslaved in your mind. Listen, you got this whole thing in your mind going on where you feel like you too hard for a man these days or men is too emotional. You fucked up in your head. See, when we was on a slave plantation, right, we had no control over our freedom in our bodies. Women had no control over their bodies, black women, and men was put into a position where we was unable to protect all women. You see what I'm saying? From a slave master, this white man had complete control and domination over the female's body. He could take her anytime he wanted. And as much as a black man hated it and as much as a black woman hated it, if a black man tried to do anything about it, he'd be hanging from a tree. You see what I'm saying? So as a result of that, in order to deal with that, what happened is the black woman became reversed in her psychological nature. She developed over time a hard and stern mind. She developed what is succinctly the mentality of a man, a strong mind and a dominant mind. And it wasn't because of her man became weak or anything like that. It was simply and solely for one reason, so that she can psychologically cope with being defenseless and accepting the traumatization, the mental, emotional, and psychological traumatization that came with being raped. That came with being raped on a slave plantation. That's why black women have strong minds. You see what I'm saying? It developed that way. This was a direct result and a direct reaction to conditions forced upon us in slavery. That's what you don't understand. And the same thing goes with black men. Black men on the plantation they had to submit themselves psychologically. They had to be weak-minded because they were already naturally stronger and bigger than most slave masters. To this day, we still taller and stronger and more stockier than white men. Naturally, you see what I'm saying? So in order to survive on that plantation, we had to make ourselves physically strong and therefore be valuable as a worker to the slave master, but psychologically weak and submissive so that we wouldn't challenge him every time he forced us to do something or degraded us or disrespected us or our mothers or our wives or our sisters, or you see what I'm saying, or our daughters. We had to make ourselves psychologically weak in order to survive so that we would not stand up and challenge him at every moment because at any moment he was ready and willing to kill us. You see what I'm saying? Black women had to become psychologically strong. You see what I'm saying? They had to become psychologically strong to be able to deal with the mental traumatization that came with being raped. So the result of that today is that black women are fucked up in their mind and reversed in their psychological nature to where most black women have the mentality, as not most, but yeah, I'm going to say most because it's not all of them that's gay. It's a lot of them, period. But most black women have developed a psychological demeanor of a man. You see what I'm saying? This directly comes from slavery. It directly comes from slavery. It ain't nothing else. All of this, I'm a bad bitch and I'm a boss bitch and all of this and that. Go look into the history of Margaret Sanger. You see what I'm saying? And her whole Planned Parenthood program, which still exists today. Study Margaret Sanger and see how she was, her organization's plan to exterminate human weeds, which she considered black people. You understand what I'm saying? Go study the founder of Miss Magazine, Gloria Steinem, a Jewish lady who was also a CIA operative who confessed, after she came out of her work, she confessed that her job and her mission as a CIA operative was specifically to denature and reverse the nature of the black woman, to turn her against her man and therefore break up the black family. So all of this shit y'all talking about with men is fucked up and weak in their mind and too controlling and all of that, it's a burden on black men. It wasn't our choice. The Creator put a burden on us. The Creator put a burden on us to bear the mental stress and strain that comes with leading a family. All of you so-called independent women and all of that, why you think y'all so fucked up and miserable? Yes, you can have a job on your own. Yes, you can have a career. Yes, you can be financially successful and everything. But men and women were made in pairs. You were not meant to be on your own. And black men were not meant to be on our own. This is the reason why we suffering like we are today. Y'all killing me with this stupid ass shit. Something the fuck wrong with men. No, something is the fuck wrong with y'all. They brainwashed y'all first. The first teacher of the young boy, the baby boy, the little boy, his very first teacher is his mother, the female. Go research the Willie Lynch syndrome. Go research that. See what he was talking about. See what he was talking about when he said, brainwash the black female. And then she will perpetuate that in her children. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all whole fucking existence in America since we came off them plantations have been living a reactionary life that y'all don't even understand, from conditions that's been forced on y'all that y'all don't even understand. You see what I'm saying? So when y'all get to talking there's something wrong with men out here, the only thing wrong with men is that we being physically murdered constantly. So we got PTSD. We coming into this world with PTSD because these motherfuckers is killing us. Y'all don't have no idea what I'm going through right now. For no other reason except that I stand up and defy these motherfuckers in their courtrooms, in their corporate offices, and on these streets when they want to in their cop cars. I'm defying these motherfuckers everywhere I go. And for that reason, these bitches hunting me. They want to kill me right now. Y'all keep talking this motherfucking something wrong with men. Something the fuck wrong with y'all, man. Get y'all shit together. We in a motherfucking war. See what I'm saying? 1 + 1 is 2. See what I'm saying? But this what y'all don't understand. A man and a man cannot reproduce. A female and a female cannot reproduce. So when you're a people who dominate the planet and your race is the smallest race on the planet, like the Caucasians is, and the black people is the biggest race on the planet, when we outnumber them 10-1, what you gonna do? If my enemy outnumber me 10-1, you goddamn right. I'm gonna develop nuclear weapons. Because if I'm trying to match them rifle to rifle, man to man, I'm gonna lose. So I'm going to develop nuclear weapons the way I can bomb them and destroy all of them in one blow. I'm going to develop HIV and AIDS, and I'm going to go put it in Africa like they did in 1967 under the guise of giving everybody polio vaccine. Muammar Gaddafi kicked the motherfucking Christian Children's Fund out of Libya in the early 1990s because he found they was purposely sticking to people, giving them AIDS. The fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all keep talking. Y'all act like something wrong with men. Something the fuck wrong with y'all. Study the history of homosexuality and see where it come from. I know the truth. Look up the word and look up the original definition and meaning of the word lesbian and see the history behind it. And then tell me something wrong with black men. Only thing wrong with black men is that we got PTSD because we living in a fucking war zone and don't recognize it. That's what's wrong with black men. We don't recognize our enemies. So when we run around here in the ghettos killing each other, it's misplaced rage. Because we know that we feel the oppression consciously and subconsciously. But we don't understand who our oppressor is. Or we do and have been trained to fear this man the way we should fear God. And so we are afraid to confront him. Or in cases like mine, you're not afraid to confront him, but you're smart. I'm not confronting these motherfuckers directly because it's just me. It's only a handful of real men out here who real soldiers like me who will stand up to these motherfuckers and defy them. But I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go 1, 2, 3 guys against 1,000 motherfucking Caucasians with tanks and missiles and shit. See what I'm saying? The black woman is the black man's backbone. The black woman is the black man's strength. So don't talk that bullshit about something wrong with black men. Something the fuck wrong with y'all. Something is the fuck wrong with y'all. Get y'all shit together before we die out this motherfucker, man. For real. Ayada Ravon Mustafa. And while this may be your world, this is my life.